Well, good morning. It is Sunday, September the 4th of 2022. Hope you had a great week last week and are off to a good start this week. Well, this past week I heard a song, and I'll tell you the name of that song here in a few minutes, but I heard a song and it got me thinking. And one of the things that it got me thinking about was the famous people that I have met in my life. And I haven't met a whole lot, but I've met a few. I've met at least two men who served as governor of Kentucky for a while, and maybe a third, I can't remember. But also met the country western singer songwriter Ray Stevens in an airport once and got his autograph. And it was so illegible, I couldn't convince anybody that it was Ray Stevens, and so I think I actually just threw it away. Met a great character actor by the name of Pat Hingle. Met him once in Wilmington, North Carolina, when we lived there. Probably the most famous people that I've met were two baseball players. When I was probably 10 or 11, 12, somewhere around there years old, my dad got some tickets to a New York Yankees Baltimore Orioles baseball game, and he took me and my older brother. Somehow he had access to the locker room, and so we got to meet Whitey Ford, one of the pitchers, and Mickey Mantle. And we actually got their autographs on our ticket stubs. And Dad kept them for safekeeping, and then somehow years later they got lost, thrown away, or something. Um, but it was interesting as a little boy to be able to meet Mickey Mantle and Whitey Ford. And then about 6 years ago, and I know this will impress you the most, but about 6 years ago in Minneapolis, I got to meet a man by the name of Paul Brady, who, in my humble opinion, is the greatest handball player that ever lived, and in the opinion of a lot of other people as well. And though for those who don't think he's the greatest that ever lived, he's probably in the top two. But anyway, that was kind of a thrill for me to meet Paul Brady again, the great handball player. And I think that's about it. Those are the most famous people that I met in my life. But the song that triggered all of this is a gospel song by a group called Mercy Me, and the name of the song is I Can Only Imagine. And the writer writes about meeting Jesus and what he would do. Would he be able to talk to Jesus, or would he just stand there in awe? Would he fall down on his knees? And I don't know. Um, I thought about the fact that when God created Adam and Eve, he put them in the garden, and then he came and he walked and talked with Adam and Eve. And I don't know what heaven is going to be like, but there's a part of me that hopes that whatever it's like, that we'll have the opportunity to walk and talk with Jesus. I hope I'm not crazy enough, if you will, to ask for his autograph, but just have the chance to walk and talk with him and tell him thank you. Just to tell him thank you for his willingness to leave heaven and come and die for me. I'm not worth it. I'm not worth his life. But he did it because he loved me. And I hope I get the chance to meet him in person and tell him thank you. Well, I pray that you'll have a great week.